I had gotten adequate sleep my whole life, it's tough to say where I would be now. I mean, I know I've been sleep deprived, and it's definitely affected my performance a lot during my life. But in the past few years, I've become more aware of it. It's something that I've come to value a lot more because, I mean, I've fine-tuned my performance to a point now where I really notice if I don't get not only enough sleep in terms of hours, but quality sleep. But anyway, here's the two things I've been tripping out with lately. So one of them is called the Chilipad. And this is, it's a really weird thing. So you know an electric blanket, right? Which is probably like one of the worst things you could ever do to your body is...
What? Is it?
Oh God, yeah. It's like sleeping on a radiation pad. You know, it's an electric blanket is just 100% pure electromagnetic fields shooting through your whole body the entire time you're asleep. Again, I always just go back to nature. We've evolved to sleep outdoors, connected to the earth with no artificial light, and most of the time with very cool temperature surrounding us, right? Unless, of course, you're in a tropical area or something like that. But human beings have evolved to rest optimally in a certain way, and sleeping right on top of an electric blanket is definitely totally unnatural. And by all accounts and all research, except by companies that, of course, manufacture and market Wi-Fi and cell phones and all that stuff, there's a ton of research as to how EMFs interfere with your body's bioelectrical system and are deleterious to
I'm down with that, definitely.
Yeah, so an electric blanket...
But I never thought about it with an electric blanket, but I guess that's right. It's switched on. It's basically like a current switched on, and you're lying on it.
It's the worst thing you could ever do to yourself while you're sleeping, except maybe having a microwave oven plugged in next to your head. But anyway, the Chilipad, back to the latest sleep hack. The Chilipad is the same principle of an electric blanket. So it's a thin kind of sheet or a pad, but rather than having live hot electric wires in it, it has these little tubes of water. And then it has a condenser unit or sort of, master control that goes next to the bed. It's a little box about, 10 inches by 10 inches by 10, a little square box.
Okay.
And then it has a temperature control in it, which you can make hot if you wanted to. I mean, if you lived in Alaska and, you're sleeping and it's 28 degrees in your room, it would be great probably to have a little bit of heat. But I'm in Southern California, so one of the main interferences that I've experienced to my sleep is overheating, where I wake up and I'm like, God, why did I wake up? I'm so uncomfortable. And it actually took me quite a few years to discover what was keeping me awake at night and preventing me from getting that deep sleep. And it's because I was overheating. I lived in an apartment years ago with no AC, and I slept like shit. And it was like, God, what's wrong with me? I don't get it. Now I know when I wake up, sometimes I'll forget to turn on the AC unit or before I had the Chilipad, and I wake up and I go, oh, I'm a little bit sweaty. I'm hot as hell. I'm really uncomfortable. I'm just overheating. So the Chilipad, what it does is runs this freezing water, however cold or hot you want it, through these little veins. So there's actually no wires underneath you. You put this pad under your top sheet, essentially, right? And so what it does is it makes your bed like a freezing piece of ice to the degree that you desire that.